Have you ever wondered why some people seem constantly heavy inside? Like they are fighting something invisible, even when life looks fine from the outside. Why some of us feel tired, not just in the body, but in the soul? Maybe it's not weakness, maybe it's something deeper, something built into the very cell of our brain. Because new research has found something remarkable. There are specific brain cells that change shape, behavior in the people with depression. They don't just make you sad, they literally change how your mind experiences hope, how your body processes joy, and how you feel safe in the world. Depression isn't a lack of willpower, it's biology. It's the brain's architecture crying out for help, not attention. But here's what seems more shocking. Science is now proving something we always felt deep down. Connection heals. Researchers found that people surrounded by consistent love, trust, and community age slower at the cellular level. Yes, you heard that right. Strong social bonds don't just make you happier, they make you biologically younger. Your cells literally listen to your relationship. When you isolate, when you carry pain alone, your body starts to age faster because loneliness isn't just emotional, it's physical. It inflames you, it drains you. But when you feel safe, supported, seen, your biology responds. Your DNA relaxes, your cells breathe again. So maybe the most powerful medicine isn't found in the bottle, it's in the belonging. And yet, many of us still run. We run to work, we run into habits, we run into addiction. Because sometimes what we call addiction isn't really about chasing pleasure. It's about escaping pain. Think about it. People don't drink, smoke, scroll endlessly, or stay busy all the time just because they love it. They do it because silence hurts, because being alone with their thoughts feels dangerous. Modern neuroscience confirms it. Addiction is often the brain's attempt to self-soothe, to numb the ache of an unhealed wound. It's not about pleasure, it's about survival. And here's the pattern we all share. We treat symptoms, not roots. We call it depression, but what if it is disconnection? We call it addiction, but what if it's unprocessed grief? We call it aging, but what if it's emotional isolation, slowly burning us from within? Your brain, your body, your habits, they're not random. They're message. They're stories your cells are trying to tell you. When you feel hopeless, it's not because you're broken. It's because your brain's communication has gone silent. When you feel tired of people, maybe you're starving for genuine connection. When you can't stop escaping into distraction, maybe you're just trying to protect a part of yourself that was never allowed to feel safe. You see, healing doesn't start with motivation. It starts with awareness, with listening, with being brave enough to ask yourself, what am I really running from? Because the truth is, your nervous system remembers everything. It remembers loneliness you never admitted. It remembers pressure to be strong. It remembers every time you were told to move on when your heart still needed to grieve. But here's the good news. Your body also remembers safety. It remembers what it feels like to be held, to be understood, to be at peace. And that means it can relearn it. Science has proven what our hearts always knew. Connection heals the brain. Love slows aging. Understanding rewires pain. You don't have to fight this alone. You just have to stop pretending you're fine. So today, instead of numbing the pain, sit with it. Instead of escaping, listen. Instead of hiding, reach out to a friend, to a loved one, even to yourself. Because every time you choose connection over isolation, every time you choose presence over distraction, your brain heals, your cells grow younger, and your life starts to make sense again. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be real. That's how healing begins. If this resonated, share it with someone who carries pain silently, because the science is clear. Healing begins together.